19 he's elected to. Instead, he's elected to just lane, which take heavy. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. They picked the Batrider for this exact reason, and you can buy a stick, but that's not enough. These heroes that can't remove sticky, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out for him.
Yeah, did manage to get rid of the 7 stacks that he was sitting at. We'll take a quick look at our other lanes here down towards bottom. So we do see a courier snipe happening top. DeHawk on the Void, and the panel mentioned this Veno is really to counter the Void. So like, how hard is he countered in this lane?
Can he do anything? It's not too bad on Void in the sense that the lane is going to be annoying, but eventually the time walk is nice to be able to mitigate a lot of the damage from Veno over time, like in the middle of fights and stuff. So right now, it's a bit frustrating, but kind of just have to weather the storm, and it looks like he's going to do that by buying a Ring of Tarrasque on Void, something we don't see too often. He's not the best hero for it because a lot of the heroes that were going it, like Centaurs, even Terrorblades, kind of have a natural way to farm with either high stat growths or just abilities like Metamorphosis or Retaliate. Void, on the other hand, he relies purely on right-clicking, and as he's not getting those early Wraith Bands up, it doesn't help him very much.
Less damage, less attack speed.
Exactly.
A little bit less armor, too.
So I think it's like a reasonable solution, but it's not ideal in the slightest for a hero like Void, I think.
Well, sometimes you just have to adapt, lest you fall too far behind, as they do keep the pressure on DeHawk. And we can also see mid, there's 7 stacks up on this Bristle. Tanner salving and threatening bottom lane. Illusion is very low. Can they finish him? Not quite.
Oddly enough, the mid lane is completely even. So it looked ugly for Bristle. It seemed like it was going to be ugly for Bristle. But
he is spending a little more on regen, though. It looks like about 200 gold down. So there is that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not that stompy.
Yeah, and Batrider, he's even having to ferry himself a salve and another mango. So it's not like he's not spending any money on regen either. As top, we do see the Tusk doing its best to bully out Blizzy, but the Fade Bolt does effectively negate the level 1 tag team, as it is minus 20 damage, and tag team's 25, so that's kind of nice.
I wonder if they picked him specifically with that in mind, or more just a combo with the Grimstroke.
It really wasn't something I thought about until I just saw that last engagement. So if so, whenever you have a hero like Tusk that suddenly comes out of nowhere in the meta, as we see engagement mid, has to get in front of him so he doesn't.
Who's going to do more damage here? 119. Just barely going down. One more set of quills would have been enough, but he will drop. Both players popping their sticks.
I think he's going to drag the wave out of the way and then die. I think is what he's doing.
Got 10 seconds.
Yeah, he's going to kill himself here.
Take me to.
Oh, the last hit on the range, that value. Oof. That was actually really cool. I think he did that on purpose. He dragged the 3 melee creeps over, got the range creep killed that he could kill it, and then die. That's max efficiency right there. I've never seen that one.
It's the next level plays, sometimes taking a very simple form. The beauty of Dota. Yeah, so DeHawk did finally get his Reign of Tarrasque, but man, he is just getting punished down here. Probably will have to ferry some extra regen, and do see the snowball revved up top lane, making their go in Milan here, but Zitrex quite low. He's got to back away. This leaves Vaynescore 1v2. Zitrex trying to come back in.
The thing about this Veno is it doesn't get easier. His skills are so free. Like, he doesn't invest anything to just spam wards and hit you, and the damage on them is just so efficient for a skill that is harass. And so Void, his lane is not going to get any better. He's already behind in levels to the Veno. And once he starts cranking out either the max wards or the max poison sting, eventually I think he's just going to get pushed out of lane. As we see Milan maybe in some trouble, but that Fade Bolt
almost kills a Vaynescore here.
He's going to have to run away.
Yeah, I don't know about these Veno players. Like, they're psychologically disturbed. How can you enjoy playing that hero? It's just disgusting.
Well, I love playing Veno, so that explains a lot.
You're disgusting.
Thank you.
Can I get a new Coke? Get him out of here.
First he says 19-teen, and now he tells me he likes playing Veno.
Yeah, what else could you
nightmare
possibly do? I'm terrorized enough already.
And Bristle looks like he's elected to just give up the lane and go for the double stack efficiency on the dire side.
Going for Vaynescore here, the lift into the stomp, follow-up double edge. They also got the bounty rune. Milan keeps the styling happening. This guy's been having a hell of a group stage here. His bottom lane action.
Yeah, almost went down on it. That was
BZZ, dangerously low, but now this is going to turn.
Double disarm.
DeHawk, got to be real sad.
He's got more tangos coming, but that Venomancer passive minimizing the regen.
Yeah, he is number 6 in net worth, and you gotta imagine it's gonna continue until they do a lane swap.
Yeah, new mistake there from DeHawk. He used it almost his entire duration of the salve underneath the effect of Poison Sting, so it just does 20% less for a salve.
Feels bad.
It's rough. But Tanner looks like he's going to be trying to invade 19 Teens jungle, as they are both level 6, so both kind of getting what they need out of this lane. Almost surprised he went for these stat items on Tanner, because he does need to kind of chase this Bristle around, concerned that he doesn't have anything like a Windlace even.
Well, now he just needs the Wraith Band to complete the trifecta.
Do you think he'll go for it for the movement speed?
I don't think he has the balls to do that.
Okay, let's call him out after if they do have a winner's interview.
Yeah.
Looks like both offlaners having a pretty damn good time. Blizzy is right behind Bristleback at the top of the CS charts. And Centaur is definitely the type of offlaner who needs this kind of start. Once he gets
and if they get that
running.
Fast pipe versus Veno and Gyro, it feels like it removes almost all the damage on Unique. Aside from the Quills.
It buys about 15 seconds against Veno in the fight, but if the fights do last longer than that, which they quite possibly can, then that's a problem. Yeah.
Illusion getting forced back. They are just struggling to deal with this Batrider, dual laning him now and still pulling waves, farming the jungle. Very efficient stuff from Tanner. They're even going to bring their Faceless Void over to mid. He's had enough of the bottom lane. He says, you go lane against Veno.
You can't really lane against Bristle either, though.
Yeah, DeHawk doesn't have a home.
Yeah, and he's not a hero that can jungle either. So this is a bit concerning. This is why I initially favored the Team Unique draft before that last pick bat, and why there's so much weight on his shoulders, and he's going to immediately run bottom. I'm really harping on the fact that he has no Windlace, because he needs to be very mobile in this game, and that's just strictly taking him longer to get here.
Walking right into the arms of the Batman. Here comes the Stroke of Fate. Do they have the follow-up damage for this? Looks like they just barely get the stun in range, and they will secure the kill. Nicely done.
Yeah, really important, because Void, like you said, has no home, and now his home's in the mid lane, and it's going to relinquish a bit of the pressure on Bristle, but we saw this from no one the other day.
Top lane, lift into a stomp. Oh, the snowball save. Nicely done. Now they're going to try to turn this back the other way. Vanscore, maybe not, with the Fade Bolt coming through. Double edge on the Vanscore forces him back. They are not afraid of this Tusk. They're just manning up.
Yeah, the Fade Bolt seems like a really good conceptual counter, as Tanner's not done. Illusion getting bullied away as well. So there seems like a lot of influential heroes, and we're kind of just like trying to ignore the powerful ones. You know, Tanner's kind of the trump card, though. He's the strongest out of all of them. So Veno, as long as he's not dealing with Tanner, he's really strong, and he's just got to be careful. As you see, Tanner's just removing him effectively from the bottom lane, which we did. I was going to say we saw this from no one the other day. He ends up getting out-leveled by the opponent mid laner, but he ruins the game of the other lanes so much to the point where that might be enough to make up for that. His net worth's still pretty good because he's getting kills. He's still farming, but Bristleback will be more efficient in the meantime.
Speaking of Bristle, does complete his hood as they're going to stampede forward, looking for Zitrax. He did commit the call now for this. 2-hero stomp, 2-hero double edge coming through, but Vanscore going to man up. They rotate an Illusion as well. Are they going to lose the Gyrocopter? Snowball back the other way. They do get the first kill of this fight. They're going to lose one now. Vanscore, though, trying to chase Milan on the Rubik. He squirms away. He's going to survive. He gets a double kill. He's going for the triple kill. Will PPD steal it? Or will Milan secure it? No, he ends up falling.
No, he Inkswalled his Rubik, so he died. If he Inkswalled himself, I think he would have gotten him.
Stroke of Fate off the mark. Illusion's going to end up getting away. Almost had the triple.
That is not a moment of brilliance from PPD right there.
Got him.
DeHawk seems to be recovering decently. He is almost level 7 now, and actually allowed to get items, which is nice. In the meantime, Tanner queuing up those Boots of Travel, 700 gold off. Those will be coming out pretty quickly. Spirit Vessel coming out from 633, or sorry, BZZ. It does stack with your passive, so you effectively go to about 0 regen.
They are looking to defend this jungle. Here comes the Chronosphere, catching out the Tusk. DeHawk gets one. Now he's going to go back for the Bristleback. The snowball forward, connecting on 2. The outpost was secured. Now the fight breaking out in earnest. Bristle Quills are going to start stacking up here, though. If they can't kill him off quickly, this is going to go south. Tanner getting run down. This is a big kill. They cannot afford to lose the bat. They will. The trade could be 119 as he runs away. Vanscore will secure the bounty rune. The disengage complete, and PPD just hasting his way forward. He'll grab one as well.
Oh, good.
Well, I was just going to say, the bat dying seems like a big deal. He's close to BOTs, and that's going to delay them.
Yeah, this was a bit of my concern with the hero, is just when you're dealing with Veno as well as Bristle, you're really good against these heroes, but there might just be enough random damage you're going to take along the way as you're trying to run them down. They didn't even hit him all that much. He just got hit by Quills and Poison Sting, and that was it. And no Veno ulti even leveled yet. It's just funny how, like, you're supposed to think, oh, we're going to lock down this Batrider, we're going to burst him down, or we got to dodge the sticky. Nah, he just kind of died as he was trying to kill them.
Yeah, they feel like they have damage problems on NIP, at least without the bat having a lot of napalm stacks up and the Void not having a good start. Whereas you look at Unique, I mean, they have all the damage in the world.
Yeah, their heroes just naturally dump it out, so all they have to do is build to survive. So they're building Spirit Vessels and Hoods, while Batrider is only going for the Boots of Travel, and Centaur queuing up some Phase Boots.
I imagine we'll see him complete the pipe after that, as they will take down this top tower. That secures the BOTs. So can they make something happen? Chronosphere on cooldown for a minute, but Unique is just starting to choke the map out a little bit now on the bottom side, setting up the Veno wards.
This is the dream Veno situation.
They're going to fight around the outpost, TP coming through from the Tusk, but NIP will back off.
And the Venomancer's basically a better Beastmaster at this stage in the game, because he doesn't need, like, Helm of the Dominator or anything like that. He's not going to pressure the tower, but he's virtually ungankable, because you're just going to keep the lane shoved in with your wards. You're going to scout out like he does on the high ground with his other ward, and unless you smoke with, like, 3 or 4 heroes, it's just too difficult. Tanner does have a Fated Brooch, so that's a really good pickup for Batrider, as well as the Boots of Travels.
That's why he skipped the
Yeah, exactly.
BSJ. He knew that brooch.
You can still go for it, though. But he's not all inning on the move speed, as he does get scouted out by the Veno wards. It really is an impossible gank unless you smoke. And I hope to see NIP do this soon. The nice little mechanic thing to note is when Rubik steals Veno wards, he does get the Poison Sting on the Veno wards. So,
really?
Yeah, it's the reason why it's considered a pretty hard counter. And you should always, if you are a Rubik against the Veno, you should get level 6 and then do exactly what Milan's doing, where you attempt to steal wards from him. Notice how BZZ is purposely keeping himself as far away as possible to not get stolen from him. He's not even walking up to last hit the creeps, as they are smoked.
They're still going to corral him. Here they go. Quick stun
Now
from Dahak and PPD, and just to insult to injury, gets the ward steal as well. Stampede, meanwhile, in the mid lane to disengage. Looks like Vangscore is going deep for this kill on Tanner. I don't know if he gets it. In fact, he's probably just going to feed the last hit, so we'll go the way of Tanner.
Yeah, they absolutely had to smoke and kill that Veno, huge kill, and then in the meantime, they didn't lose anything, right? Usually when you make that big of a rotation, the risk is that something else negative is going on the map, and instead, they win both.
Well, let's see what Unique can get out of their Bristleback. He is the leader in net worth by a decent margin. It looks like he's going straight into a Lotus Orb.
You absolutely have to against the Batrider. You just can't play Dota if you don't have one, especially when nobody on your team has a tool to remove sticky napalm.
Smoke from NIP. Tanner looking to collapse on mid. He's got a double damager and bottled. Trying to make his move and just charging forward. Can they get the stun off? No snowball. Now the turn back the other direction, but the chrono comes through. Beautiful connection by Dahak. Smacking them down, but here comes the Venom. It's going to be a lot of damage over time with the Rolling Thunder as well. They might just have to get away. Milan jumping in. Oh, didn't get the Rolling Thunder steal that he was hoping for. Now Dahak's got to retreat. They're slowly ticking down here. They're going to lock onto Blizzy. 2 for 2, but in the long sustained fight, this is where Bristle can be king. Make it a 3 for 2. It's still hunting for more. Illusion getting the slow. Dahak probably gets out. PPD, not so fast, good sir. He will fall, and now here comes more goo. Dahak, he may actually just get run down. 119's going to be in. Oh, they get the proc again, and now goes for the TP.
I don't think he lives.
Just barely braining him down. It's a wipe. Unique. Just like that. Man, they get the great chrono. They even combo it like with a soul bind, but just there's no follow-up damage, and then Unique just run you down.
Venomancer and Bristleback are 2 of the kings of Dota for long fights. Venomancer is the be-all end-all of long fights. You will not win a fight that lasts 30 seconds if you are against a Venomancer, because that damage is just overwhelming.
Blizzy, he TP'd in. He's committing for Illusion. Now he wants to get out, but the homie missile's going to follow him. Oh, they can't lose their Centaur. He's got a Blink Dagger. Can't get it off as he's constantly harangued by Unique. They get the kill. Just a cherry on top. Make it 6 kills total in that push and a tier 1.
I really think they need to consider just going pipe Vlads. I don't think you can win the fights early enough on NIP, and if you don't have any way to take the fight out in terms of sustain, like like you said, it's just the Bristleback's just going to run you down. The Venomancer's going to basically just tick you down, and at that point, I'm nervous for them here. And Bristleback, he got another shawl. Super value this game because they have very little physical damage coming out from NIP, and he's also getting that Lotus Orb, so the minus armor factor is going to be negated heavily by that. And he's already got it done. So how do you kill this Bristle? #1 net worth. And I just don't think Tanner's Batrider is doing enough. I think it had to. And Bristleback weathered the storm. 19-teen knows his matchups. And anytime I have an excuse to say his name, I absolutely will, LD.
And now back to the Dota. You're tripping me up now, too, you know. I can't make up my mind which way to say it.
Yeah, eventually you'll come around, sir. You'll
you
join
just
me on the dark
wear
side.
me down, the war of attrition, much like the slow and whittling way that Unique's damage over time is doing NIP in top lane. They have found Illusion. There's a TP coming in. And it's going to be canceled. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't see this working.
But meanwhile, they're just losing a tower bottom. So
it's a tier 2 for nothing thus far, aside from that kill.
They don't really take
NIP
towers.
push slow.
Yeah. Huh.
Here comes the wraparound towards mid. Will they fight? Unique. Thinking about it, not going to in the end. A TP to top. Dahak is still cutting the wave. He's sticking around. 119. He's in first. Dahak has the chrono. This is an ambitious go. I don't know about this PSG. Can they actually kill off this Bristle boss? Or is he going to turn around? The stomp, follow up, double edge, soul bind. They get it all off and they get the kill with the Fable. Massive combo to slay the beast. But now the turnaround, perhaps. Vanscore coming in, rolling Thunder forward. Can they finish off Tanner in time? Good bounces by Illusion, but Tanner juking. He dodges away. He's going to survive for now. The chase, Dahak is getting run down on the backside, but he also TP's out. What a great escape from NIP. They're all getting out except for the Rubik.
This is a dope Blade Mail Batrider game. I've never seen Blade Mail Batrider in the history of my time watching Dota, and he didn't even TP to base. He just
TP to the lane
wave,
with the regen run, yeah. Tanner's...
Zerax.
Ooh, is he going to go back in? He's got Blade Mail. The Rocket Barrage is being turned against Zerax, but backup is coming. 3 heroes descending on the bat. They move forward with Illusion. Gets off the swashbuckle. Now the follow-up shield crash. Tanner, this is a death they can ill afford, BSJ, and they're going to give it up.
Who's the bully now, Tanner?
That's UK Dota for you.
I'm just nervous. They have Greaves coming out on Pango. That's making their long fights even better, because not only are they making it difficult for you to sustain, but they're going to have nice sustain. This game is really going to boil down to what you saw in the top lane. They either can kill the Bristle or Gyro immediately at the start of the fight, or they just lose the fight on the side of NIP.
And that was a 5v2 with the second hero coming late and a perfect combo of every ability.
Yes, it was. And as you see here, Bristleback Pango plus Tusk might be maybe the best trio of just utility heroes for killing Roche. Yeah, you have the heroes like Ursa and TA, but these heroes, the minus armor stacking, plus the bonus damage from tag team, and
the disarm, yeah, it's all very nice. And then easy Aegis grab. Well, they could barely kill him once, BSJ. How in God's name are they going to kill this man twice?
I don't know, but he's queuing up the Solar. Super good item with Gyro as one of your cores. He's just going to stand his ground, as he is honestly stronger than Void. Hyper late game. It's a really good matchup. Back when Void was super busted, people were picking Gyro against it because it really is the only right-click carry that does any semblance of anything when it's inside of the Chrono, because you have that Ag Scepter.
Yeah, so once you get to like the Satanic Butterfly point, like you can just sustain in Chrono.
Yeah, this matchup favors him once you get to that point. So the fact that he's already... They have a top 3 net worths on the side of Unique, and even though they're only up by 3K, I don't know if the net worth distribution on Radiant is what you want it to be. Yeah, Centaur's okay, but he's not going to carry this game. It's the Void, and same with Batrider. He's also not going to carry this game. He's got a Blade Mail, which once they get BKBs, and once Bristleback's tanky enough, like with maybe one more item, he just doesn't care about the impact of that on his like Quill Spray or anything like that. So
NIP going on a courier rampage, but Tanner may pay with his life up to the cliff, around and away. Great stampede to get him back to safety. Still the Rolling Thunder chasing space created as they descend on the bottom tier 2. Tanner, a journey around the world, and one that Unique. Oh, they will finally cage him. He ran back into their waiting arms. Not sure about that one.
That was greedy.
But Well, they get some damage on the tier 2.
That's the problem is, like you said, they don't have any tower push, so if they're not going to be able to fight this bristleback directly head on, there's two choices. You either fight him, or you split push, and they don't have split push. As, oh my god, wait, what? Is that on the odds? Is that... I'm favoring
I'm not
Unique.
sure how
In
NIP
general,
is being favored
yeah,
right now.
I understand there may be a bit of bias because just PPD's so brilliant and all, but I don't actually know why people are so skeptical of this. Do they see the Void and think he's the end-all, be-all late game? I don't think he is, but by no means am I counting them out, but to say they're favored...
You question our Lord and Savior?
PPD,
the Salt God himself?
He's forsaken us, so...
Yeah, he's all about that EU Dota now.
Yeah.
I remember when PPD used to be NA's greatest hope.
You were one of us, Peter.
Yes, and now you've betrayed us. You've joined the dark side. Dahak might be sent to the dark side if he can't get out of here. Will time walk back? Actually, up onto the cliff goes for the TP out. The Rolling Thunder blown. I don't think he's catching Tanner. Another swing and a miss. It's not the longest cooldown.
That was a cool play there by Dahak. I would not have thought of that myself, and it's better to run the way they least expect rather than the way that is farthest away. He doesn't have the time walk tower. Was really that philosophical? Thank you, yes.
Yeah. I'm all twisted up now just thinking about it.
Yeah, don't concentrate too hard as we do have a team fight coming out.
My brain hurts, but it might be Dahak who really feels the pain. Oh, smoke, never mind. Very anticlimactic. Smoke's breaking, players backing away.
Yeah, the heroes that initiate, like, you don't want Void to just go first. Those are the heroes that pop the smoke on each other, so it's a bit awkward now. Both teams know each other are here.
It's kind of an awkward time to go for it with the Bristle still having ages. But they are going to use him as the siege engine. Working down this tower mid. Getting the full Warpath stacks up. And quickly mows down the tier 2.
I'm a big fan of the Veno taking the Poison Sting slow talent. That thing is pretty strong. 29% slow all of a sudden. Only not relevant during the Centaur ultimate. Otherwise, all these heroes rely on walking around a whole lot. Especially the Batrider, especially the Centaur, even the supports. Void's really the only one that can deal with it. And other than once you hit level 25 with like the bonus HP to your wards, I think this talent's just generally stronger. So I think it's pretty cool that he elected to go for it as bottom lane. Time dilation?
Not gonna chrono.
Okay.
Trying to force out a Rolling Thunder, I guess.
So this is most likely the Manta Diffusal Satanic build. Who was it that we saw doing this first? Was it the Hawk? It might have been. I've been seeing this be like the new way for Voids to deal with the longer cooldown chrono, because outside of chrono with the Manta Diffusal build, you are much more impactful than pretty much any other item build. So that's what
nice
he chose
first
to go
the Bristle
for here.
also, if you can burn his mana. But, I mean, he's so tanky, and he has 1100 mana, so it's not like this disappears very quickly.
And he's also got some mana regen from the Medallion as well as the Lotus. And Centaur, he's in no man's land.
He's been on this courier hunting expedition, a bit of a safari, if you will, but Blizzy will be eaten up by the native wildlife and sent back to the fountain.
And Batrider is split pushing tops. They have like decent wave clear with the Rubik as well as the Bat running around.
They can split push a bit.
They just can't do. They can't pressure towers, right? So you're only concerned about your lanes getting shoved in, not about the fact that they have some Nature's Prophet type hero that's just going to kill your buildings if you don't respond to it. So they can kind of do whatever they want in terms of objectives.
This guy is deep.
Yeah, that Glimmer Cape is invincibility right now because he doesn't have any detection.
Yeah, they really want to force something here, but the split push continues. Chrono bottom lane as they are going to catch up BZZ.
Totally worth.
Dahak gets the kill.
That's a huge kill. He has Boots of Travel too, so you know he's going to play away from his team. And he's the perfect target. Kind of like when there's an IO, you target the IO, not the people on the other side of the map, because the IO can always be there. Same with this Venomancer.
God, they are just toying with Unique now. Called out, coming out, and Tanner will get out again. So much space, so much time for Dahak.
They have to itemize catch. As you see, Illusion says, screw this finishing these Greaves. I'm going for a Blink, and I think that's absolutely the right response to what's going on here. And Vanscore, he's queuing up a Blink too, but he's in poverty land, so he's not going to get that anytime soon.
Yeah, like their initiation is Snowball and, Rolling Thunder, both of which Stampede is fantastic again. So,
yeah.
And we do see our Voids now start to pull ahead in net worth. Dahak, leader of the team, though still a bit behind the Gyro and the Bristle. Unique are trying really hard to take these objectives and force these fights, but NIP's just doing a good job of playing keep away.
Yeah, they have to, and I really like that Centaur even went for a Force Staff, because there's really no amount of tankiness we've seen that he can survive through Tusk. You just don't. And so the best way to deal with it is to evade the damage rather than to minimize it.
So they get to high ground, BSJ.
Now what?
Void has Manta Defusal.
He has no Chrono, though.
He maybe just tries to hit the tower, but this top tower is dying very quickly.
It's super annoying. He's just stalling. He doesn't necessarily have to kill them or anything.
119 is going to siege this tower down. There's the lasso. They're going to silence the gyro, dragging him behind his own ice shards, but he's just going to turn with the BKB and pummel Blizzy. As you said, this Centaur is no threat. That looked like a support the way he went down.
Tusk is just insane, man. It makes these strength tanks just look like paper.
119, fearless in the front lines, keeps on smacking, forcing them back. Now, Unique looking for their first lane of racks. DAHAK is split pushing bot, but it's just slow going. The tower's still at half HP. He's almost died trying to take the damn thing down. As the call down will zone the back, PPD looking to run in with the soul light, force step forward, but they're just fine for the moment. Lotus Orb gonna turn this and probably keep them safe. Decent damage being done a lot with the stolen rocket barrage. That gives them the extra firepower they need. They can look to fight, and DAHAK's arriving as well. They may clean up. Unique, they've overstayed their welcome. They've lost two. They're gonna lose the bristle. No chrono yet.
Yeah, that
if he had chrono, that's like 4 kills. Oh, close call.
He has the cast range talent, an ether lens, and a telescope. I was like, who the hell force staffed him? Nobody's close enough, but that Rubik probably did it from like 1,200 range away, so...
yeah, I was checking PPD's inventory.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I was just checking everyone's...
He just got this one,
yeah,
but he did not have that in the last one.
that was definitely Milan on the Rubik there. I also checked the Dire force staffs in case they messed up, but that was definitely just...
Served him up on a silver platter.
Yeah, that was well played by them.
DAHAK, he wants to go on 119. Instantly does get bashed, though. 119's picked up that basher. They get the silence off. The chrono comes through. Can DAHAK get the kill? He's not using the Manta style yet, and he doesn't need to. They're going to get the bristle. Now they can dive forward. Look for more. There's the dilation. Manta coming forth. Stampede on over, and Milan just running roughshod over the backlines with the rocket barrage. They find the follow-up kill.
Huge kills.
2 out of 3 cores down for the count. Man, Milan has been playing out of his mind all these games that I've seen lately.
He is absolutely owning. My only concern about the Venomancer pick, I still liked it a lot, but the Rubik, it is one of the hardest counters in the support to core matchup, and Milan is just owning. It used to be even worse back when Rubik's passive gave match resistance, but now it's mainly just about the instant stun, the stealing of these spells that just dish out the damage, bringing down the Veno, as we see a lasso onto Tusk.
Unique. Can't beat a fort. They can't
oh my god, the long range
lift
lift as well. They have a high ground orb, maybe? How did they see him? Oh, maybe he rocketed and gave vision. They have a lane of racks, but I really like the Void's build. The Satanic is crucial. You just can't go BKB. It's not enough. You can go BKB later, but the Satanic is crucial to out-surviving the damage from Venomancer. And looks like he also has the Time Walk cash range talent now. Is level 20. Gyro's only level 18.
Oh, they found a double damage rune. BSJ.
Here we go. Bottle it up.
DAHAK is going to take it. Roshan is up. Pango has scouted it.
They see him.
They're smoking, though. Zerax. He is killable, I want to say, with this double damager, and if he's caught out of position. Blizzy, the one they go on first, but they get off the soul bite. DAHAK jumps into the BKB. He's trying to man-fight the gyro, and it's working so far. He gotta get off a time walk relatively soon. He will. Keeps on chasing that gyrocopter, while Milan is just kiting them with the Glimmer Cape on the south side. Can they get this kill? They will. They blow up that Hammerhead Sharkman, and now they're rolling Thunder forward. They'll get Milan as well. That's a big streak down. Well, not that big, but gets the killing spree streak, and now straight into the pit.
Yep.
Oh, bad time to lose a fight.
Yeah, Gyro just barely lives there on a sliver of health, and he's going to be able to lifesteal back up. He's getting Spirit Vesseled. They've got a mech if they absolutely have to use it, and that Solar Crest plus Bristle plus Pango, this thing is going to die quick, and I think you give this Aegis to Zerax. I think he's too important now. You give the cheese to Bristle, and they do. Perfect. He's your new high ground siege. As you see here, DAHAK, he tries to spend all of his time hitting Zerax, but he doesn't have a BKB. And they have a lot of lockdown and burst without that coming in. So even
they had no lasso in that fight, no chrono. Like, they're just not that scary without their ultimates.
This Lotus Orb is going to be really crucial here for 19 Teen if he's able to use it on Zitrax, because if he gets dragged into tier 4s, even with Aegis, he might just die twice. But if he can prevent the Bat Rider from moving by making him lasso himself as well, it's really important. That Flat Cannon is actually doing a lot of damage to Zitrax because of the Blade Mail coming out from Tanner.
Rubik will steal it, but...
Oh, the Force Staff again, he tried again. You gotta be real careful on Zitrax. Maybe just keep churning your direction as much as possible. Maybe even face the other way while your Axe hits, you never know.
Well, this time he does have Aegis, so...
Yeah, but they have Chrono on his Aegis, so he can't just die without Chrono being used.
That is a good point. Still no blink.
Oh, they're trying so many times to Force Staff him in. Rubik's is up in 2 seconds. It's long range.
Chrono's ready. They've got everything. Blizzy going for the blink stun. Not going to happen. Zitrax just slowly inching forward. They get the lasso. They're going to pull him all the way back to the tier 4 towers. The double Force Staff. They keep unlocking him down.
Is that a Pudge Fountain Hook or what?
Jesus Christ. Now, good luck, buddy. See you later. Oh, man. Nothing but pain, agony under the tier 4s.
They did lose a Rax, though.
But it is 2 lanes.
Do they just go again? I think the crucial moment
Chrono's
here...
down.
Yeah.
2.5 minutes.
I think that's the timing. You have 100 seconds when Gyro's alive to kill this third lane of Rax. And even though they will have lasso again, I think they can almost treat it like a Rage Siege where you put the Lotus Orb on the Gyro, and when it's off, you back up. Just because you can't afford him to get lassoed in again like that. As he does have a Satanic queued up. He does have the Mask of Madness, so he'll be able to disassemble that. But honestly, I don't know if Satanic makes him survive through that, which is a bit concerning. As they do get the Paladin Sword, though, I think that's probably even more important for the Gyro. I'm assuming he'll take it. Very nice item for any hero that likes to go Satanic. Illusion. Does have his Blink Dagger. Isn't finishing the Greaves in favor of going more catch items. Because of what we talked about with what NIP's response has been. Will he finish the Basher? Maybe even consider a Lincoln, to be honest with you. I think they might need one. All things considered, these Force Staves are super annoying. The lasso, everything.
Yeah, they don't really have saves, right? Aside from, Blink Snowball, which Score now just got. But even then, that usually just delays your death rather than completely turn the fight. Once the Satanic comes out, though, for Zitrax, that could change the way those fights unfold. As DeHawk is lurking in the trees down bottom.
He's going to have it, too.
Easy. Also in the trees, planting out the wards. DeHawk's jumping in for him.
Did he
not see him?
Oh
I don't think he saw him.
Guess he didn't see him. They have 2 Lotus Orbs now, actually. BZZ has one of his own.
Man, he was 1 tree away from getting scouted there.
You always wonder if these players have any semblance of an idea how close they are. You know, they obviously know he might. DeHawk knows they're down here, right? But do they have any idea that they are right next to each other?
Oh, now they do. He will reveal himself.
Nice creep cutting here, but since the other 2 lanes are taken, if they manage to corral them in their base, naturally you can sit here as long as you want on Unique. It's just a matter of trying to do this before Chrono's back off cooldown, 36 seconds.
Smoke deployed, Lotus up, and so they can't go on 1IT yet. There's the lasso, catches out the gyrocopter, drags him all the way towards the fountain, but the BKB comes out. The Lotus Orb came out, and he is going to survive now. Turns,
he can commit to this, commit to it, Zitrax.
DeHawk has no Chrono for 20. He's got to be careful here. They chased on him. He will finally go down,
man. Zitrax, just hit him, dude. Your BKB, and he was he didn't believe in illusion.
He's still scarred after that last engagement. They're going to have to buy back on the Void, though. Time to get out of here. Unique, great chain stunts coming through. This is likely to be 3 heroes, and Tanner wants to make it a 4th as he dives onto Vangscore. Bristleback is tanky,
travel on Venno,
but slowly and surely they should be able to finish him off. Vangscore is going to die. DeHawk jumping forward, still has Chrono, still holding onto it. He's going to get the bubble off on Tanner. Do they have the follow-up damage? Blizzy blinking over the top, gets off the additional stun. Didn't use the Manta. Satanic still hanging onto it. Manta, it's probably too late. No, DeHawk backing off. The Gyro's going to live. He chases forward. PPD backing off with the Glimmer Cape. 119 re-engaging. This fight just keeps going. They bought back on 2 heroes to try and turn this fight. They need to get way more than what they have thus far. BZZ, even if they get this, is this enough? 119, it's like this guy's on the Radiant team. He's just under the towers, fearlessly moving, and gets the bash off on Blizzy. Starts to lock on.